way to start your day.
What you need to do is just walk into that kiosk, buy a tear gas. When you're there, just detonate it.
Yeah.
Tears will flow.
Okay.
We can find different uses of tear gas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dennis Aseto is making his intentions very clear this morning. Very good morning to you. It's 6:11.
It is.
It is, and it's Tuesday, the 24th of February, is it not? It is actually the 24th of February, and here we are this morning. Full house. Dennis Tall Aseto Ibrahim.
Yes.
I'm aware that Dennis Tall Ibrahim Aseto.
Ibrahim Dennis Tall Aseto.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I was actually baptized as Peter.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't look like a Peter.
Yeah, I was actually baptized as Peter.
There's somebody who has just walked into the room. She's pretending, you know those guys for I'm invisible. So long as I am invisible, you tell yourself that you cannot be seen, you cannot be seen. Evelyn, we see you. I can see you. Sasa, where are you going?
You should just be here.
Surely. She going. Hey, you guys.
It only happens here,
We
yeah?
have characters. I won't lie to you. We have characters. Even if we have problems, we have some characters in this place.
It's like playing peekaboo with a kid.
Hey, I'm reading, but we can see
But
your
you can
feet.
see your
under
feet, yeah.
The curtain, but we can't see.
Yeah. I can't see you.
You
Where
can't
are
see
you?
me here.
Yeah.
She has gone, she has come. Full house this morning. If he is here, Awar is here, Joylene is here, everybody is here. Getting into it this morning. Karibuni sana. Kill everybody. I can make up my own language. Why not?
You just change your glasses again.
It's a long story. Yeah, this is a different pair of glasses.
Okay. Noted.
This is 2026, the year of our Lord.
Noted with thanks.
With thanks. Noted with thanks. By the way, if there's one thing that irritates me,
That one.
oh my God. Noted. What? Are you a notebook? No, you're not noted.
Just respond.
I hate it. Please,
You know,
if you want to irritate
it's just
me,
like a short sentence. Just respond proper. Noted with
I'd
thanks.
rather even say okay. If you want to irritate me in this life, tell me that noted thing.
Noted with thanks.
Noted? You noted you. No. It is Tuesday, and after our frustrations this morning, the rain is still coming down. The earth has cooled significantly, and I continue in my personal capacity to give thanks.
Me too.
We have agreed that we are not throwing rubbish in the streets.
Yes.
So
we
yes-
are not peeing on walls in the CBD. We are
anywhere.
not playing basketball in the CBD.
Or anywhere for that matter.
Yes.
We are not peeing in the CBD. So yesterday, I had a confrontation with somebody because he was in his vehicle. Unfortunately for him, as we are approaching, there's a bump. So he decides to toss his garbage outside his window. See, now the bump slows you down, and it is a high bump, my friend.
Oh, yes.
And his vehicle was low. Whomst am I?
Tell me you picked it.
What? I came out of the vehicle, picked up the trash. Unfortunately for this man, his window was open. I said, Uncle, how far? This thing, you forgot it on the road.
Yeah.
Come and be going with it, please, thank you. No. This? Are you going home? And the man, interestingly enough, took the time to have a conversation. Are you going home? Yes, my home is just here. I said, you know what? In your home, there must be a garbage bin.
Yes.
Abi? He said, yes. I said, you see, now this is not a garbage bin. This is a public road. It is hurting our environment.
Yes.
So, hello, sir. Please, come and be going with your garbage.
With your garbage.
Go home and throw it away.
Yeah.
He'll never forget me. Because I said, if in my own, I said what? Park the car. Oh, don't be. And then you're not even ashamed. You're carrying your children. What are you showing them? What are you showing them? Stop it. Don't be doing that kind of thing. In fact, I think the image of me is emblazoned in his brain.
Yeah.
If he ever thinks of throwing something out the window again, he'll think, who's that chick?
This is the point where we say, Mister,
no.
you have been noted with thanks.
We've noted you.
We've noted you with thanks.
I said, you're lucky I didn't take your picture and put your license
I mean,
plates.
they deserve it.
No, I was so irritated.
You know?
Come on.
In fact, if everyone would just have gotten out and stopped him and asked him, oh yeah. Pick
He's
your
even
trash.
Lucky, he's even lucky I picked it for
Yes.
him. I didn't even tell
You
him.
should have. Yeah.
I didn't tell him he had littered. I said, you forgot something
forgot
outside.
something, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You forgot your things.
Lost and found, sir. Lost and found.
Go with it. We don't need it. It's yours.
It is
Go
yours.
with your
Yeah.
garbage. Yeah. This is the year
what's
when we're
wrong with
refusing
people,
to toss
though?
garbage on the roads.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop it.
If you don't have a trash can, find a way to, burn it. I don't know, but don't throw it on the street, man.
Yeah.
You've got an earth to protect.
You can accuse someone of having mountains, but if you're a contributor to that mountain, you're equally the problem.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's how we do it, guys. When we talk about what's the solution, it's in little things like that every day. It's the little drops that fill an ocean. So we can all do our part in one way
True.
or another.
True.
And that leads us to conversations that we will have today. Let me let you onto. Hey, this is supposition.
Choose
Those
one,
things-
go with it. We shall understand as we proceed.
Into. Watch it
Into.
to end and into. It's nice that we'll be discussing this morning. We're going to start at 7:00 with Kevin Osido. The 10-point agenda today is day 9. Yesterday was day 10. Today is day 9. And one of the issues on the 10-point agenda was to entrench the right to public assembly. And we're going to be asking the question today, has that been achieved? March 7th is now 9 days away, to which the 10-point agenda should have been fulfilled. Yesterday, we looked at the economic pillar of the 10-point agenda, and it doesn't look like it's getting too much of a pass mark. We'll see what we do with the right to assembly. Peaceful assembly. The right to peaceful assembly is one of the things that was put into that document. So let's see if we've actually achieved that. Ken Osido, who is a governance expert, will join us for that conversation this morning at 7:00. And then at 8:00, John Yuto is the senator for Moranga County. Veronica Minor is a nominated senator. National Leadership in Check, we'll be having that conversation at 8, testing the moral compass of Kenya's leadership. You guys, are you right by rain? We'll be talking about that at 8:00. And then finally, it's Education Tuesday. Evelyn, another Evelyn, this one is not Terry. Kasina is a digital learning leader. Charity Isaac is a children's officer with the State Department for Children's Services. Online safety for kids, balancing learning, play, and protection online. My friend, the scary story of a 9-year-old girl at the time who was seeing 45, he was not for 45, about 30, in his 30s, and had been lured to a particular place by this gentleman, had no idea, because online they were having a conversation, and she thought he was a boy her age. Crazy. No, she was not 9. I have to get that fact correct. 13, around 13, but still somebody who was 3 times her age, essentially. Scary stories, folks. How are we protecting our children online? That's the conversation that we will have then at 9:00 this morning. And so that's what it looks like on the Situation Room today. Are you tuned in? Thank you, our audience on KTN, for being here today. And as we get into it, those of you who are tuned in, our live streams are up on YouTube, Facebook, and on X, and we keep it moving this morning, wherever you're tuned in around the country, Malindi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Eldoret, Nairobi, outside of Kenya, the region, and the world. This is Kenya's biggest conversation. It's the Situation Room, and we'll say hello to you in just a minute as you click into wherever it is that you're falling asleep or waking up this morning. Thank you for making the Situation Room your last stop, or your first stop for that matter. Dennis, you took us to Cameroon.
One interesting fact about Cameroon. There are people in that country who've never seen that president. President Biya.
What do you mean never seen him?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Oh, Aspar, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because even during the campaign period, he was using portrait.
He was using Ojuju Kalaba.
Right? And it is so crazy that even, you see the portrait that people have in their businesses and whatnot, portraits that are pictures that were taken like over 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So like,
compared to
how
what
he looks like
now
today, people don't know how he looks like.
Yeah, true.
So you'd meet him in the street and you're like,
who this?
Grandpa, how are you doing?
Your president.
Yeah, president. He cannot address our public because of his age. He's tired. He's old.
Senile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Geriatric science.
Yes.
Come on.
But that's the story of the continent.
Yes, it is.
You've seen individuals who've actually stayed in power. We have another example just not far. They want our ocean. It's not far.
Okay.
It's not far off. Ni hapa tu kwa kona. See? Apple. Yes. But let's go to the proverb that you get. And this one, you gotta love it.
Okay, here we go.
The lizard that jumped from the high tree said, it would praise itself if no one else did.
The lizard who did what now?
That jumped from the high tree said it would praise itself if no one else did.
I guess they say the greatest love is the one that, apart from the one who'd lay down his life for his friend, is the one that you have for yourself.
Yeah.
Love for yourself is actually something that we ought to practice. Show people how to love you by loving yourself first. Coco.
See?
I'll be okay.
See the little things that you achieve in your life every day. Celebrate them.
Yeah.
Start by celebrating them, because by failing to do that and expecting someone else to celebrate you, you might just feel bad. Let me put it in that plain English, you know? So learn to celebrate the little wins that you have in your life on a daily basis. You know, the fact that you're here, we had a good show. Say, you know what, we delivered.
I'm happy for
proud
this.
of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
the little things.
The
that you
little
can actually
things.
celebrate the little things. And I think that's a fantastic thing to then be able to remember. You reckon that people don't do it enough?
no.
Yeah?
No, people don't celebrate themselves enough, and
Perhaps
people don't. You know, we also unfortunately live in a world where people expect, on social media and all that, that you would post something and expect that people would praise you there, and if you don't get that, someone feels some type of way. Yet, all you just need to do is tell yourself, "I did well
I did
today."
on this one. I did
On
well.
this one, despite the challenges, even
Yeah.
if it's a step, niko sawa.
Kabisa. I love that.
Yeah.
And I think it's something we can all remember. Let's look into the paper. Hint, hint.
Usalimia watu leo?
Oh, wala la 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 la. I'm very sorry. Why would I? Hey. This is Evelyn's fault. This is Evelyn's fault. Because she made me eat something this morning and said, "We need your energy." You see now what you've done? All right, everybody tune in this morning. Let's say hello to you as you wake up with us this morning. Thank you so much for doing so. And of course, we'll take a minute to celebrate you and say Asante Sana for being here every morning. And then you tell us where you're tuned in from. It's always great. Like yesterday, we have a greater audience tuning in from Tanzania. So it's always great to see folks from across the way then coming in to have this conversation with us. And so thank you for doing that. And also we have... Michael Olande is always tuned in from Kigali, but then we have a number of other people who tuned in yesterday, tuning in from Kigali,
Hashim from Qatar.
and Hashim from Qatar giving us a call yesterday.
Yeah.
And so it's every day that we have this with you, it's great. I thought about something yesterday. Even those with dissenting opinions, you're part of this conversation, and I think it is necessary. I mean, if you had everything going along your way, then I would have to ask if there was if everything was okay.
True.
That there's a problem if everything
Sure,
goes
you're doing
right.
something right.
Yeah, absolutely. Shows that you're doing something right. So even those who dissent, hey, I can see you peeping at the door. Come into the room. Let's talk together. A very good morning to you, Don Sabwa. Ndu, good morning. Good morning. Aseto, how are you?
Salama sana shukuru.
Okay. Ndu, ask Aseto, for how long shall we use goons to sustain peaceful political rallies?
So long as we have a leadership class that thinks buying goons and politics of violence is their currency.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's your answer, Don.
Yeah. But until that time when citizens as well refuse to be used, then that's when it will end.
Yeah.
So it's two-front.
Okay. I like how you're shining this morning. George Adimo says, good morning, tuning from Rongo. Kiaria Peter, good morning from Mombasa. Always be careful with your words because you never know how many times it's repeating in somebody's head.
Yeah.
Completely. Yes, for sure. Jennifer Tenny says, good morning, my favorite person tuned in from Kikuyu Road.
Jennifer, good morning to you too.
Some things, you don't have to even say. We just understand and we know who you're talking about.
Yes.
Zach OK says, good morning, tuned in from Minnesota. Good morning to you. Gusi sang Osoro's name in reverse form. Gusi is Ngo.
No. Unataka mawe.
What is his name in reverse form? Oroso.
Oroso.
Okay.
Osoro.
Osoro, but they said they sang it in reverse form. So it's Oroso.
Osoro. Okay, yes. Oroso.
Okay, you want to write it down?
It's
You're
okay.
good? All right. Joseph Okondo says, good morning. Ndwana Seto tuned in from Ture, Mombasa. Good morning to you. Raphael Kanini says, good morning from Limuru. Good morning to you. Jimmy Manuthi says, have a good show. I'll be here participating. Karibu sana kabisa. Spy says, hi, says Desmond Ortiz. Justice to the lady who died while giving birth and justice to that mama. Her son's death. The school cannot answer.
Yeah.
Yani, some things, May the day break.
No.
Kachifo.
That was just raw. That was just rough, man.
Very rough.
Yeah.
So now Desmond has insisted I'm called a koth. The rain is here and it's cold. When you say it's cold, what degrees are we talking about? Good morning to you, Karibu Sana. Rahim Tula Omar says, good morning and bring Okari back. Sindio? Okay. And Nairobi is AC weather. I miss home. I'm sure you do, but there's something that you have to do where you are right now. So do it with all that you can. And when there's time to come home, you will. Erica Ward says, good morning, guys. Good morning to you. Fiery Red, good morning. Fiery Red, tell us, just tell us, don't tell anybody else what your real, I really want to know what your real name is. Good morning, TSR. Says, good morning to everybody. Everybody, have you been greeted? They said that we should greet you.
I have been greeted.
Okay.
The rest, have you been greeted?
You know how when the pastor says, it's hard to stand up here, so you need to show me that you'd be saying, amen, yes, pastor, stand up and shake through. Anyway, that's the point is, okay. Dr. Venvik says, kindly, my daughter Joanne turns 18 years today. Oh, that's a great age. It's a transition age, isn't it? So you're crossing over from teenage to adulthood. So, I mean, well done, Joanne. And well done, Papa. Because obviously she's at that age where you've put all that you can together to make sure that she's growing into a young woman. And so very happy birthday to you, Joanne. May you have many more. And may life rise to meet you. And may the wind forever be at your back. And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. So well done for what you've done so far. Christina, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Kisa Daniel is tuned in from Atiak in Uganda. Isakale, you greet us first now. Why are you doing like goats? In the grand theatre of Kenyan politics, where the script changes hourly and the actors forget their lines daily, may you still manage a peaceful cup of tea and a productive day. Well, there's the greeting. I should have waited, Abby. Good morning, Isa. Hope you're well. Jennifer Eteni says, Ndu, yes, I literally forcefully drove my Gen Zs to the IEBC office for voter registration. Spend the jokes on people's rights.
Kabisa.
Where's that thing for clapping? Because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Jennifer drove people to the IEBC office and said, hey, excuse me, here, Kidole, pour it here because we need you to register that thing.
Yeah.
If that's what it's going to take for us to realize what it is, you want to move this thing, you want to get away from the place where we are complaining every day, and you say, oh, people are not registering because of why? You cannot reach, can you take somebody? Come and be going. Do the thing here. So Jennifer, well done.
Because you see now the next thing that Jennifer will do is on voting day, what are you still doing here? Where's the indelible ink?
Oh yeah.
Come back here with that indelible ink.
Yes. Well done.
Well done.
Absolutely. And that's what we're talking about, to be involved in it. On to Bernard Nyaberi says, good morning. Aseto ongea pole pole or else tutachoka tutakokota kwa fridge. Akuje slowly. Hii syllabus anapeleka haraka sana. Good morning, Dennis and the entire TSR. This is Young Jedi. Looking forward to today's conversations. Thank you so much for being here. To the 9 o'clock conversation, it's a big deal, this one, in terms of how we're supposed to, we should be able to protect children online. Mimi, you're on the tab. Come and I look, excuse me, who are you talking to? It's necessary for us to do. Sir Kanute says, good. In fact, Young Jedi, amesema Jennifer, pewa ujimbili on my tab. Because that's what we're talking about. Kabisa. Sir Kanute says, good morning. I'm glad to see you, Ndu, and the team. Kabisa, thank you so much for being here. Sierra Top, Ndu and Dennis, good morning. I'm getting you clear from Kigali. Yay! Indeed, appreciating little things I do has brought a lot of peace in my life. Above all, good health is one of my most expensive things. Yes, that's a good thing. And another one from Kigali. Thank you, as that continues to grow. Rashid, in fact, would have been a travesty. I'm trying to combine tragedy and travesty. I told you today is the day for creating my own words.
Just say
Tragedy.
Yeah.
Those guys called Oxford, they're coming to look for me.
Yeah.
Oxford, Merriam-Webster. How
did they invent that language?
Maybe they also put words together.
Yes.
So I can do for myself. Tragedy.
Kill us.
Bus.
Come for us.
It's a tragedy. And my point was that I was almost forgetting to greet people. But Aseto, that's why he's here.
Yeah.
To remind me.
I got you like that, man.
Yeah. We can never forget. Thank you so much. Bob Akoko is tuned in this morning from Kendu Bay. We said Kendu Bay is where again?
Kendu Bay is in Homa Bay County.
Oh, there are 2 bays in one. Bay.
Kendu Bay Dalawa. Dalawa, Kindu Bay, Dalawa, Nyasoro, Hey, Kendele, yo, hacha.
Kai, Evelyn, I said you should stop feeding me those things in the morning. Now you see. Hey, yeah. Thriving Tot says, good morning, TSR family. We are continuously losing mothers and children in very unclear circumstances. Something needs to be done. It absolutely does. That mother-to-child transmission, I'm talking about HIV. Maternal care is a big deal. I remember former First Lady Margaret Kenyatta was insistent on that. We actually saw the numbers start to drop. It was for Beyond Zero, that we should have Beyond Zero deaths. Beyond that, there should be zero deaths first of all, and then we should ensure that we're actually taking care of these
because
mothers.
there was also a combination of two. There was Beyond Zero that was ongoing, and there was Linda Mama. So women were covered actually all across, because Beyond Zero was more of mobile clinics that would move into these spaces.
Yeah.
Gosh. To copy Leo. Asireta za kupanda, please proceed.
Otherwise, Musema Okweli says, good morning. Kenyans, including youth across the country, learn from Waluya great people during Sifuna Kakamega meetings. Chukweni bribes pesa from Kasongo and his sycophants. Ni pesa yako, but boycott disappear. Oui. Okay, umekuja leo na guns blazing.
Now I'm wearing no jacket.
Hello, Pond. He says, good morning. Glad to be back after my exams. I hope you did well. And I hope that you feel good about that after having finished. Well done to you.
You know what? We celebrate just the little things. You managed to sit that exam.
Exactly. You managed to sit it. So fantastic. So George Gashori, you said never, better late than never. Absolutely. We're getting towards the end of it. Good morning, Spice FM. The Situation Group is alive again. We thank God. Kabisa. Jamir Mohammed says, good morning, Indu and Dennis. Watching and listening. Informative Tuesday from El Ade in Mandera. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And Karibu. Mtuflani. Oh. Good morning. Aseto. See, Ndu promised us Atava contacts he wiki. We want them eyes.
Don't worry. If she doesn't have it, I will contact her.
These people should come and take your son. I'm not doing again. Come and carry your guy.
I'll contact her to ensure she wears the contacts. Yeah.
Robert Miner says, love from Doha. Continue injecting Kabisa. And North Carolina tuned in this morning. And everybody else who's tuned into the room, Karibu Sana, thank you for being here this morning. Always great to have you in the room as we get into these conversations. Thank you for keeping us in line. And as we continue, we're glad that you're here with us. Sasa, you know what we're going to do at this point? We're going to take a break. We take a break. We take a look at what's happening in the skies. Is it going to be another rainy day? We'll let you know. And also, we'll take a look at what's happening on the roads in terms of traffic. We'll be back. It's 27 minutes to 7. Don't go away.
Broadcasting worldwide, Spice FM. The weather with Spice FM. This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day. This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.
A thin line between publicizing government policies and hot policies and hot politics and end up turning the spirit of the law into a joke. Ndu. Boardroom squeeze imekuwa ya kuleta Luo Council of Elders.
Ujui?
As if it's your dining room.
Si umepewa kazi.
Allah. Hey, United Opposition.
Where did you want them to meet? This Lower Council of Elders had to visit. Sasa kama niko na ofisi, unataka to meet wapi?
Why don't you just resign and be a politician? So you can host anyone you want and discuss politics the way you want.
Nonsense.
There's a reason why you resigned from being a nominated member of parliament.
Yeah.
Right? For you to be able to run for office. And that law actually stops you from playing politics because you're supposed to be impartial. Where is impartiality in all this?
That's a good question.
Iko
shida sana.
Iko shida. But then again, we have the law. ODPP uko?
Where's the office by the way?
ACC, DCI, uko?
Good question.
Because the law, these are the protectors of the law. Wako? It's not even now the politicians, those guys are supposed to ensure that the law is followed. Wako? Anyway. Page 2. Extra school fees burden awaits parents after mid-term break.
I beg these people should leave us alone, I beg. It's enough.
Yes. You are told your children will go to school. Please send them. Wakiuliza school fees, tell us. Children were sent back home. And now everyone is back home for midterm. How they will go back, no one knows. Let's see what the cabinet secretary will say then.
He won't say, okay, sorry.
Just finish. He won't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay. KNEC, as you would love to call them.
Yes.
Use midterm break to get exam registration papers. The Kenya National Examinations Council has called on parents to acquire required registration documents during 3 days midterm break. KNEC Chief Executive Officer David Njengere says parents have at least 1 month to ensure they submit their children for registration, which ends on March 31st. Ndu, I usually have a problem with this registration exercise, right? Because these children that we have, the schools have their details from ECDE all the way to when they're sitting the exams.
Yeah.
Which other registration do you need if you have all the documents you need?
You know how people are very, 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 very busy.
Yeah.
Then you want to see, it's like they say 1,000 cooks in the kitchen making it. Then you come out with the cake with the circumference of this thing.
Yes.
You want to look as though you're doing something. You want to make it seem as though you're very busy. But then the result of it is something that cannot be smiled at.
Ndu,
Yes.
You see, when you talk about government inefficiency, see this.
Do
This
you?
is inefficiency of the highest order. Because what else do you need? If it's details of the parents, you have. If it's marks for these children and transcripts, you have them. If it is their birth certificate, you have them. What else do you need in the system that they have not provided?
You need God to come down from heaven and blow
No,
that
you need God
trumpet.
to come down here and slap people back to reality.
No,
It's the truth. Human rights crusader Mugambi Kiai dies from kidney failure. Yeah. In Mombasa, there's a problem because doctors have threatened to strike over CGH boss interdiction. So the CEO was suspended following the death of a patient at the hospital's ICU.
Yeah.
Now, doctors said Dr. Handwala's sacking was instigated by Mvita MP Masood Mashela. So the Mvita MP actually had paid for hospital bill for admission of this individual who passed on.
Yeah.
But this man also was interdicted after he died. But doctors say this individual died because they did not have the necessary equipment to help stop bleeding from an artery in his brain.
Oh my God.
So this person died because the county government did not supply relevant equipment and medication for this man to survive. So in order of suspension, guess who needs to go?
The guy who didn't supply.
Who is that? Sema to governor. Parents demand answers as they protest mysterious death of grade 9 pupil. That was in Nakuru, and that was difficult to watch. That was difficult.
I can't.
Russia war targets African recruits amid claims of exploitation. Ndu unajua kutoka hapa hadi Russia ni umbali gani?
Ni what? Why are people telling me words that I don't understand?
Mbali far.
Oh.
Do you know how Do you know how far Russia is from Kenya?
Yeah, I think you have to take like 3. You have to make like 3 connections.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you leave the country, what's your itinerary?
So you leave Nairobi. Likelihood, depending on where you fly.
Before you even get to the plane, just take me through the process.
Where are you first of all?
Nairobi.
Yeah, in Nairobi. Lakini wapi?
See, niko hapa standing.
Oh, you're at Mombasa Road.
Yes.
Okay, it's not too far from here to the airport. Let's assume that you've packed your
Yes.
bags. You're not going back home. All right. So you're going to take a quick hop over to JKA. You're going to get into plane, hopefully. So that if you're flying, which airline do you want to fly?
Take me I know they go to Turkey, so take me to Turkey or take me to Dubai, so that is Emirates.
Okay, so you're going with Emirates. You're going to go to Dubai first.
Yes.
Okay, so from Dubai, you then fly to probably Istanbul, and then you will take a layover. Then from Istanbul, you can go directly to Moscow.
Yes.
So there are those flights. So you leave Nairobi, Dubai, Istanbul, Moscow.
Okay.
Now, it's not Moscow inside the city where you'll be, because then from Moscow, you'll now go to the place where they say you should come and take this thing.
Now, before you even hop on that plane,
Yeah.
you start with security checker at the entrance. Unaona pale where get out,
Yeah,
go
then-
there, you will meet your vehicle look mbele, right? By the time you get in there, there is those dogs that sniff you and everything else.
Those dogs.
Sniffer dogs.
Okay.
And then you get to immigration, right?
Right.
But the time you're getting to immigration, they ask you, where are you going and what is taking
Of course.
you there?
What's taking you there?
Right?
Yes, yes.
Can we get your flight ticket?
Mm-hmm.
And right now, with what is happening in Russia, any government would ask you what exactly is taking you to Russia.
Yeah.
Can you give us contact to your contact person in Russia? That is just to ensure that your citizen who's leaving the country is safe, even as they're going to Russia. That these individuals boarded a plane from Kenya, 1,000 of them, all the way to Russia, with no immigration officer asking these difficult questions,
Where
or
are
for
you
them
going?
to just put it down, shows again what the government inefficiencies that do exist in the country, and the fact that the government seemingly, or individuals who work in government seemingly, do not care about their citizens and their whereabouts.
And also, truth to that is that a lot of these folks didn't know what they were going to do.
True.
They thought they were going to do a job where they had applied to, what a data processing or, whatever, manager in something. That's what they thought they were going to do. It would not have crossed their wildest imaginations that once they got there, that they were going to go into can you imagine 21-day training to get into some kind of combat situation? They didn't expect that. They didn't imagine that at all. They didn't. Yikes.
Anyway, court declines to stop 204 billion shilling Safaricom sale. Safaricom's tech sale legal battle continues after court refused interim relief, citing need to hear related petitions together. The judge ruled procedural fairness must guide hearing of constitutional issues to the multi-billion transaction. Okay. Alafu kuna hiyo akina Mbadi, yeye naona imenichosha, sitaki kushinda hapo. Because what the hell? Endless wait for justice in the murder and robbery of MP George Mushai. So, yeah, justice as it's yet to be solved. And 150 calls, G3 rifle, and 30,000 cash transfer. How MP was killed in the city. That is still the story of George Mushai, who was murdered in the CBD. Karibu na wapi? GPO. Yeah, relief as village gets fast, reliable water supply, and court rejects bid to block KPC 106.3 billion shilling stake. So yeah, inaonekana hii maneno itaendelea.
Yep.
But then did you buy the shares?
No.
Mimi nilinunua 900.
Oh, you actually did that? You bought for 900 bob?
For 900 bob. Mimi ni shareholder.
Hold on.
Yeah,
you own KPC?
Part of Kenya. Dividends. Ndio nangoja.
Sound us.
Yes, don't joke with that.
Don't just be looking. In fact, when we are talking to you, we have to be looking to the side.
Attending those meetings.
Can't be looking at you in the eye.
Of this company.
Are we mad?
Yes.
Okay.
Which story do you want to look in?
All right. So let me look into detail of this particular story. Extra school fees burden awaits parents after midterm break. So kids are closing today, tomorrow. Some of them are already on midterm break. As learners break for midterm this week, thousands of parents are grappling with anxiety over mounting fee demands that threaten to lock students out of classrooms. In numerous secondary schools, parents say they've received instructions requiring learners to return only after having cleared full first-term fees and any outstanding arrears. So, as you're coming, don't come with any you have to have paid. Reads a statement from one school. This is to remind you that learners will break for midterm tomorrow, Tuesday, 24th, 2026. After classes, students are expected to report back on Sunday, March 1st, 2026, after 2 p.m. Kindly ensure that all outstanding school fees are fully cleared upon return from midterm. National Parents Association Chairman Silas Obuhatsa noted that despite government directives aimed at cushioning households from excessive school levies, many boards of management have reportedly devised subtle mechanisms to push additional financial obligations onto parents. According to Buhatsa, they are now citing the financial strain brought about by the transition to grade 10 under the competency-based education. Paul Minor, a parent in Kiambu County whose child is in grade 10, is urging the government to intervene. They have told us clearly that no students will be allowed back unless fees are paid in full. We are barely surviving before half term. Now they want everything cleared immediately. Sorry, I have a question.
Ask, please.
Was it in Kenya? Mm-hmm. Was it this country? Mm-hmm. Where, first of all, the CS said schools should not charge any kind of extra fees or demand or say everybody should come and be going to school. Okay,
Yes.
was it not also in this country where His Excellency the President at some point said, you know what, hata kama hawana uniform, acha tu wakuje na ile
Wakuje
wako
tu venye
nayo.
wako, yeah.
They come with that, and then don't ask them for fees. Was it not in this country when he also said, if anybody asks you for school fees, call me?
Yeah.
Did he say call me?
Call me. Nipigie.
Ama it was some no. The call me was for SHA. Sorry.
Okay.
The call me was for if you go to hospital and somebody demands and you have SHA and
Oh,
blah
yeah,
blah
that
blah.
was call
He
me.
said call me. This one he didn't say call me, but he said they should not ask you for extra school fees. They should not tell you, just go as you are. So if schools are requiring parents to pay and pay now or they will not be allowed in school, essentially the word was don't turn any child back because of school fees balance or an inability to pay. They will pay, just let them come to school. Or does it not matter anymore? Or is that just a thing like the beginning of the year, hey, happy new year, don't pay school fees? But by the time we get to February, who said that? Because this is where we are at the moment. What's going to happen? This is the reality.
Yeah.
That many have not paid. Many are unable to pay right now. But the problem is that schools also have this debilitating responsibility on their shoulders, burden on their shoulders right now to ensure that they send money in January. Have you heard anything about capitation again since then?
No.
Are you sure we should just be managing the one that you have? So I'm wondering, how do you get out of this quagmire? Because the school needs the money, that's for sure. A lot of the parents don't have the money, but they've been told that they should not be turned away. So they show up at school. They said, government say you not pay. Then the people at the gate will say, do you see any government here? If you want to come to school, pay. So, I mean, it's really difficult, isn't it?
You know, Ndu, I have asked, how much does the government owe schools?
What are we talking about? This year?
No, throughout.
Oh, gosh. But 2024, as of August 2024, the bill on tuition that had not been paid was 64.7 billion shillings.
64.
So in the year 2025, the full capitation was not sent. Okay, so you're less about 3,450 there shillings per child. That was unpaid. In 2025, the numbers were looking a little bit more because we came to about 4,200 and such. That was unpaid. So you can do your math. So you've added some numbers onto that 64.7 billion.
Right. So that's how we're operating on.
Yeah.
And we're talking about all this. So let's give it at 64, 10, 10. So let's say we're operating at like 80 billion. Right. So let's operate at you using that amount and say that these schools, right, or suppliers.
Yeah.
Suppliers are on their necks, right? And you're still not even sending, even as we speak right now, you're not still sending the full capitation as expected.
Yeah.
So these schools are forced to find ways to pay their suppliers for schools to continue running. What do you think they'll do?
It's like the person you don't pay a salary.
Thank you.
It's like the person you don't pay a salary, but they've got rent to pay that month.
True.
So then if you say, for example, don't pay them that month, they have to look for where they are going to
Thank you.
pay rent.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get you perfectly so.
Okay.
And you see, what now will happen with these schools is they will transfer that burden to parents. There is development money here. We are buying a school bus here. Children are going for a school tour somewhere here. You know, we are repairing our pitch. That is how all these schools are trying to do what? To survive.
Yeah.
Because the government of Kenya owes them 80 billion shillings. I'm just using that number.
Wait,
Owes them 80 billion shillings that they have to pay their suppliers anyway.
Wait, you said something. So all these school trips we are paying for, sometimes they're using that money to go and cover their expenses.
Ndu, I will ask you for
depressing me.
No, look at it this way, right? We have a school trip, say this term as it ends, right?
Yeah.
What will the school do for these children to stay in school? Have parents pay, use that money to survive here, kidogo, as they wait for money to be sent or find a way to go to another debtor, right? To take loan for these kids to go. They will find different ways of surviving. Or you pay 3,000 shillings, right? Okay. Yet all they need for these kids to go for that tour is 1,000 bob. They have 2,000 shillings that they will use to cover some bills here and there.
Oi. Kuna shida.
And schools are doing this because it is the government that has forced them to
It's
be
a
there.
business.
When will the government pay the pending bills to these schools for things to be normal?
It's going to take a while.
It's going to take a while.
But you know what? The thing about this is, even it's a big number, and if you just showed the goodwill to even start to chip away at this block, then perhaps we get to a place where it's okay, at least something is being done and we can actually see it. But that you remain tight-lipped about the whole situation. You're not talking about the pending bills. You're not talking about how much you didn't pay schools or give to schools over all this time. But then you want to tell us you're delivering an education. You're not.
You're not.
Surprise, surprise. You know, at least we can do the thing and tell you the truth. You're not. Because something has suffered. And unfortunately, it's the children who are passing through the system who continue to suffer. They're the ones who are suffering. Do you know that Kai, the pictures that we see of people lining up to line up for bursary, you could imagine that maybe it's 20,000, 30,000 shillings, 2,000 shillings, 1,800 shillings.
Yeah.
People are waking up to go and sleep at a county office 3 a.m. in the morning so that they can get a check of 2,000 bob. That's what we're talking about.
And here we are clapping that we are actually funding education.
Oh, man. May God forgive us.
I keep saying, the punishment that is awaiting these people
He's doing what?
on the day of judgment, he's still doing press-ups and sit-ups. Oi! Anyway, let's go to Mombasa County.
Oh, let's go. Oh, you mean for the story?
Yes, for the story. The death of a patient at the Coast General Teaching and Referral Hospital and subsequent interdiction of its chief executive officer is threatening to cause a major labor dispute as the Umbrella Doctors Union issues a strike notice over political interference at the facility. The patient, Ali Kibwana, 52 years of age, allegedly died after the hospital refused to admit him to the ICU even after a deposit was paid by Mbita MP Masood Machele. Sunday, Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Nasir interdicted the facility's CEO Iqbal Handwala, sparking protests from the doctors at the hospital and the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union. Doctors said Dr. Handwala's sacking was politically instigated by Machele, who accused the CEO of negligence and gross misconduct over the death of Kibwana. Yesterday, senior doctors said CGAH had been operating without medical supplies for 6 months. According to statement from the doctors, the patient died because of lack of a coil that was required to stop severe bleeding in the brain artery. Ndu.
Yes?
To the family who lost the man, Oleni. It's very difficult to lose a loved one, right? Now let's go to the crack of the matter. Doctors, professionals who handled this man said, this man did not die because of negligence, but this man died because the necessary and requisite material that we needed to have this man stay alive were not there. And there is nothing that we could do about it.
Yeah.
Who do you blame?
I don't know, because it's so complicated, because there's so many layers
to the
of
matter.
Accountability here that,
Thank you.
it's what do you need in a medical facility? There's somebody who takes inventory. There, you don't know. Emergency by definition does not allow you to leave and go get something. Emergency by definition demands that you have certain things on hand, and that's why it's called just in case. That's what's an insurance. So you can't say that, well, today's Saturday, we don't expect that somebody who's going to have this particular condition is going to come in, so we're not going to store that particular thing. You don't know that.
You don't know that.
So somebody would come with a condition that you need something that's going to them. What in this case, it was what, a machine, the coil?
It is called a coil, that is required to stop severe bleeding.
To stop severe bleeding, right. So there is a responsibility and the accountability mechanism that requires the hospital to have this in stock. Because emergency defined does not give you the opportunity to go run to the shop and get it, kind of thing. So you need to have it on hand. Now, what is the process that makes sure that you can have the thing on hand?
Yes.
It's a procurement one. It's, it's ensuring that that's available. You would have to ask the question, and like you said, I mean, may his soul rest in peace, and it's unfortunate that we had to lose him. But we do not know. Did they request and they never got it? Were they told there's no money?
So
were they told that it's unavailable at the time? Or does this paint a broader picture of how facilities are ill-equipped?
That's the thing, because according to CGH consultant neurosurgeon Benjamin Okanga, the patient was admitted with a ruptured artery in the brain. Okanga explained that the patient was referred from a private facility within Mombasa County. The extent of the bleed was so severe with brain swelling that an open surgery would have been detrimental. Endovascular coiling in the cath lab was the perfect treatment option. The patient was scheduled for the procedure. Unfortunately, the coil was not available due to a disruption in supplies occasioned by a huge outstanding debt from the social authority and subsequent non-payment of supplies by the hospital.
Okay. I mean, it's unfortunate that we're here, still here.
Yes.
And these are the things that we talk about. When I talk about, and because in like spaces where I write, and people say, well, it's development. No, you can't. If you don't have your... It's like they say, how on earth are you going to do a subtraction if you don't know addition?
True.
You can't subtract without having understood addition. Neither can you have addition if you've not done 1, 2, 3 rote counting and rote learning. So you have to have the very basics before you go to the more complicated levels and layers. And this is the basics that we're talking about. Education, to have your people learn it, to have your sick treated, and to have your hungry fed. If you are not doing those basic things, my friend, these things that you say you want to go to the next place, it'll be hard. That doesn't mean that in 100%, but you have to be moving the needle, my friend.
True.
These are some of the things that we're talking about. We continue. Good morning, 7 a.m.
Spice up your life. This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.